Good day, everybody. Welcome back. I've been away for a few days now. This weekend I went camping, and just an overnight. A friend of mine, we went to the forest here, not very far away. We hiked in and did an overnight. Sadly, it rained the entire weekend, the entire time we were there, actually, and we weren't really able to video anything because I had some projects I wanted to do while I was out there, but it was just so wet. It was really wet. But we did manage to begin construction on a lean-to. He was wanting to learn some of these things, and I teach outdoor education, bushcraft, this kind of stuff, camping, and everything from what you take and why to how it's used. And so we worked on that, did some land navigation in the rain also. He'd already taken a class, but we reinforced it a bit. Some people catch on quickly, some people, it takes a few more times, but he'll get there. And he's got a head for it. But he loves the outdoors. But yeah, we had a really good time, slept a lot. I mean, the moment it gets dark when I'm camping, if I don't have a fire, something to sit around, or you can't sit around a fire, then I go to sleep. But it was quite cold. It got down to 6 degrees Celsius, and we were on an area that was a low area with a creek on it, and we camped near that creek. It was a good flat spot, and it was a little bit hidden, so it was nice. But the primary spot I wanted to camp in, we didn't go there. I sort of let him, I allowed people I go with to teach, to allow them to choose spots also, and we talk about it, discuss it. But it was a good spot. It had been great in the summertime, been cooler, But the cold air sort of settled in this creek area, and we were just at the line, and so it felt even colder. But it was a good time. It was a really good time. Like I said, we worked on some lashings, some knots. We worked on land navigation. We talked about different kinds of kit, and I continued testing this Pathfinder canteen I have, which I really, I like it. I just don't like the weight of it, and I don't like the style, the design of the handle in the canteen. So later on, I want to get myself a titanium version of this and test it out and see if I like it a lot better. But one thing it does do, it keeps the water cold. I like cold water. So, but also I have a MSR. I think it's a Pocket Rock. It's a filter. It's a water filter. I can't remember the name of it actually. I don't know where it's at around here. I think I put it away already, dried it out and put it away, but it failed me. It's the second time I've changed filters in it before, and it was okay for a while. The water tasted good, but now it just sort of, this new filter, it just sort of petered out. The water, it allowed the color of the water to come through, and the taste was a little bit dirty. So I'm going to, I've had some Catadines before. The only problem I've had with their size, they're a bit voluminous and weight, but I think I'm going to go back to a Catadine and go with that. I do like them; they do work well, and so I'm going to see if I'm going to go back to that again. A nice Catadine water filter. I did have a very good experience with a Mountain House sweet. Sweet and sour pork. Man, that was a good meal. First time I'd eaten it. It was very filling for one person, but very, very filling, and it tasted fantastic. It was a really good ration to try out. So I definitely recommend that one. Mountain House has some really good meals I like myself. Sadly, if you were to get them over here, they've sort of been Europeanized, and they don't taste the same, I mean, there's some really good, stuff from over there I prefer. I mean, there's some really good rations over here also. I mean, I have a box full of rations, and I probably make a video on that one day. Once I get settled in where I'm moving, which is hopefully going to happen at the end of this week, and hopefully by next month I'm more settled in. I'm starting making some videos on the kit and this kind of stuff. I'll have the space there to be able to do it. It'll be more indoors for that, but everything I can do outdoors, I'll do outdoors also. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit better. I'm going to sort of build up a bit of a studio, so I won't have all of this behind me. I'll have something different behind me, but we'll see. We'll see if it works out, you know. But yeah, everything's rocking and rolling in that direction. I'm just waiting on a few odds in it. Well, actually, one thing to happen, and once that happens, then I'll be able to, I guess, get the keys and get going. But that is not in my hands. I'm waiting on something else to come up. But anyway, but yeah, starting that move, that kind of stuff. I'm pretty much packed up. I just got a few bits and bobs to sort out. But back to the camping. Like I said, it rained on us the whole time. What I'm going to start doing is for these kind of weekends is I have a huge Hilleberg tarp I'm going to bring with me so I can set it up a little bit higher up off the ground. And I want to get myself a lightweight stool or chairs like that. I do have stools, I do have camp chairs, but they're just so heavy and so bulky, so I'm not going to hike those in, you know. But I am looking at some of the lighter weight stuff, and I want to try out the hiking bed. You know, the lightweight bed, a foldable bed. I want to try that out. I found one made by Sea to Summit, but $300, and just not going to do it. One thing I can say is that it wasn't Sea to Summit. I'm sorry. It was I have it's the same company that makes these mattresses, air mattresses. I can't remember the name of them. It's just sort of Thermarest. The Thermarest, that's it. I mean, I have several Thermarest air mattresses. They're very expensive, also about $300. And I had the lightweight foam one, which I love. That's a really good mat, also. Yeah, excuse me. It's a rainy day still. It's all windy outside, and anyway, but I'm going to show you more of the stuff that I've got and what I use, and how I use it. I mean, I brought my my large rucksack out with me because I just wanted to. I find it's a military bag. It's my Fibula from the Marine Corps. It's a military bag, so I find that it works a little bit better as more resistance. I mean, I have a really nice pack here, and it's right here actually. This is my my lightweight pack I use for for summer hiking and camping. It's from Granite Gear. I love this bag. Fantastic bag. I found it, and just love it. It's lightweight, well made. It's got a lot of good designs about it. But I like just for a just overnight. I took that Fibula with me, and it did well. I got it set up. It carries I brought just the winter part of my three-piece sleeping bag system from the ECWC, the old Woodland U.S. Army sleeping bag system with the black winter part and the green summer part. And I've been preparing with this pack right here. I've got my summer bag just for a Jura hike for 3 days. But the weather just has not been very generous, I say. The only time we've had really good warm weather was Mother's Day weekend, and everybody stayed at home. I couldn't get anybody to go. So, and I don't mind hiking alone, but I prefer to have some conversation while you're out there and this kind of stuff. So I got to find a good woman who likes to hike and camp, because sort of share things a little bit that way, too. But yeah, I mean, I brought that one with me, and I brought my winter part of the bag, and it held up really well. I mean, it was very well. What I like about the ECWC system, and I have an Exped bag. Actually, I sold it. I sold it to somebody. I never used it. It was a down bag. I didn't like it because it's down here. The problem with down here in this part of Europe, Central Europe, is that it's too humid, and it just gets wet and stays wet and loses its ability. But what I have Corinthia bags also. I have a Defense 4. I have several of them, and I have Troopens also, and they're good bags. But they're just my shoulder width, is here. I have a huge shoulders, and the problem with that is that it stretches the bags out, and I'm afraid of damaging the zipper, or it's just that you have cold spots on it. So I used the U.S. Army issue bag because this has a lot of room in it. It's sort of built for not big guys, but it's built to wear your kit in it. You can put it on over your NBC gear, this kind of stuff. So I like it a lot. I don't use it for that. I use it just for camping. It's very comfortable. I have plenty of room inside of it, and it feels great. It's really good. And the summer one, of course, you put the summer one on the outside of the winter one, and it's even bigger. So the advantage there is that you have even more room in the summer for the bag. And I have the, excuse me, I have the Gore-Tex cover also. Boy, this is an honest video. I'm tired today. I didn't sleep as well last night in my own bed as I did the night before camping. I slept really well. I mean, with the rain falling on my tarp, I set a tarp up, which is what I normally do if I go out camping and kind of stuff by myself. I do have tents, but I tend to not use them so much as hiking, for hiking and stuff. And the reason why that is because it's sort of, they get on my, it's just a lot of weight for something that you're just gonna, you don't need a whole lot more. Now, if I was doing like extended hikes, yeah, I would take a tent with me, just to have something a little bit more, I guess, to, it's like I have a friend of mine on AT right now. He's got a full tent for I guess for one person, and I've got the same type of tent, one person tents, but they it gives you a little bit more privacy, I would say. You can sort of lay your stuff out in it, and you don't have to worry about someone digging through your stuff in some other areas or whatever. Or if you sleep at a campground, campground sleeping is what the thing is. If you're sleeping in a place where there's other campers, that's where you want to have a little more security. Now, if you're out in the woods, more wild sleeping, then I like just putting up a poncho. Oh, excuse me, a poncho or a tarp. I got to get some rest, huh? And then doing it that way. Something else I do is I use a ground cover, which is Tyvek, a piece of white Tyvek ordered off Amazon, and I ordered like 3 meters of it, and it comes, it's quite wide, and I cut it down to 2 meters. I still have the extra meter also, which I've used it by itself before as like sort of a half spot, but it really does its job. It keeps you from getting wet from the humidity from below. I mean, you still feel the cold, but matter of fact, I was laying on top of it, just relaxing, and the cold was seeping through, but I was not getting wet. But it's a good thing. I'm thinking about maybe trying to get some of that in the future and see about building a tarp out of that, and maybe even a sleeping bag cover. I think it might be interesting for winter. You have something white. Too bad I don't make it in other colors though, because I think it'd be nice if it had like a gray or something, because it'd be a little more camouflage. But it's like the only thing I have everything else sort of like camouflage colors or wilderness covers, so it's sort of you can hide a little bit, but also you're not having these flashy colors in the wilderness. But I had this big bright white Tyvek ground sheet, but it works great. It works great, and I'm happy with it. But anyway. Had a good time with my buddy, and like I said, this next weekend camping, and then I think I'm gonna plan some more stuff coming up in the near future. Once I get my office set up with a space to show things, sort of like more of a not a professional, but just to have a little bit different layout, so that we can so I can continue making videos that way and make it in a space that's just set up for that. You don't have, the living room and all this kind of stuff, and where the cats are at, although they're here sleeping right now, which I probably was making me tired. They're completely sleeping. But anyway, I'm going to come back with some more stories and stuff. I've got a little bit of a list here I've been working on, and yeah, I'm going to talk to you about... I'm going to talk to you about some funny things here in the near future. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming to my channel with this video. I have 34 followers. I'm so proud that actually 34 people are interested enough to listen to my stupid stories. But anyway, those of you who don't, please subscribe. Why not? It's not going to hurt anything. And please comment on the videos. Leave some comments. I love reading what other people think, and I'm a big boy. I can handle the positive with the negative, so I don't mind critique. That's how you learn, I tell my son, you don't learn from doing it right every time. You learn it when you fail, and then you got to find another way of doing it. That's when you're really learning something. So, but anyway, listen, you guys take it easy. Have a good day. Thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Subscribe. Be kind, rewind, all that kind of good stuff. And I hope to talk to you very soon. Take care. Goodbye.